Hello there, Ray here. Welcome to our Saturday live stream, April 20th. Some people pointed out on Twitter the month is 4 and the day is 20, so it's 420 today. How you guys all doing? Oh, we got Jim, he's here. We also got Brain. Welcome back. Hey, Blesk. Of course, we got Not Found here, lovely stream moderator. Hey, Jack. Everybody contributing to the community challenge. Hopefully get around to doing that dragon farm. Hey, Goblin. Oh, there's Mazzy. Great to see you back. It says, hello, long time no see. Yes, it is. Oh, a bit sick. Sorry to hear you're sick. Hopefully you get better. Thanks for the follow. I don't know. Welcome in. If you guys are newer to the stream and haven't hit that follow button, join me just by clicking it. A little heart. Goldman says, where's the pin message? Okay, we can write up the pin message. Today we're going to be focused on the 1.20.5 update, since that's coming out probably on Tuesday, this upcoming Tuesday. Oh, hey Barry. How have you been? We got Woodward in here as well. General Kenobi. A lot of people say that. Does General Kenobi only say it like one time in all the movies? He says hello there. Ooh, we got a 5 stream streak for Nada. Just to say the streak. Boris is updated to 1.4 in my entire area of Fortress Flat. Wow. Impressive. Jack got a 3 stream streak. My socials in chat if you guys haven't already joined me on all of those. We even got Wildy Coyote here early in the stream. Watch the stream, it's midnight. Is it really? I guess it's pretty close to midnight India. A dentist appointment. Good excuse to leave school. I remember, school and going to the dentist, and it seemed like it was always a reason to leave school. Remember? Quoting Ray out of context. Yeah, those quotes are still around there, Mazzy. Ooh, James has a 60 stream streak. Holy muckers, that really goes up fast. Dang, every time, James. Just so impressive. Boggles my mind. But yeah, Twitch is going to run an ad just a little bit. Take the time to grab some snacks, grab a drink, get up and stretch, walk around, use the restroom, and then we will get going. You guys can also take that time to check out my new video that I put out yesterday about rares you should collect before updating to 1.20.5. So check all that out and we'll get started. Let me put out an announcement on to Twitter as well as on my YouTubes. Letting you know that we are starting up the stream. Thinking what type of screenshot should I put in there? It's going to be about 1.20.5. I guess I have one about the dogs. Okay, also unmute myself in Discord. Okay, now people in the Discord can hear me. There's Dev and Jack. I always like to put a little screenshot so people know what we're all up to. Always says an image is 1,000 words, something like that. Oh, if we have any active stream moderators, can we put out a pin message saying that we're going to be looking at everything new that's coming out with 1.20.5 full release, which is coming next week, I think Tuesday. And then maybe mention the video that I put out yesterday about the rares to collect before updating. Alright, let's upload these images. Then we'll get the stream going. Oh wow, we got a lot of people on the voice call today. We got Coding Cat. Of course, we got Dev, also known as Not Found. Goblin's here. Jack, as well as Jack. 2 Jacks. Ooh, there's a bunch of smaller things too that's also coming out with 1.20.5. That's kind of the main thing I'm covering. I mean, I'm going to cover all the other stuff, but I want to let people know that there's more than just the dogs, the armadillo kind of thing. Okay, sent those out. Do. Okay, welcome back everybody. You guys can see the game now. So we're going to cover everything that is new. For this update. I should have mine. Yes, this upgrade. I noticed pretty much my save toolbar. Save tool. Oh, I see the guy excited. The dogs ran over there. Save toolbar kind of got deleted for older versions. Okay, so we got a bunch of dogs. Let's make sure we have all the different types of dogs. Let's bring them over here. Maybe we could level out this island, or maybe we could bring them all over here. Because I want to show off all the different doggies. And okay, now come back online, dogs. And set. Okay. Got one more waiting for. I think there's 9. Is there 9 dogs in total? 8 new ones. We need that. As soon as I start walking, they all get scared and run. Okay, so there's this one, which is called Snowy. Let me check my foot controller settings. I think I did turn it. Oh, I did not save it. Okay. Try and get my foot controller to stop spinning in circles. But yeah, welcome back everybody from the ad. Today we're going to talk about all the new stuff coming out on Tuesday. So let me kind of spread these dogs out a little bit so people can see them. You see all the different types. Make sure we have all 9 of them. Oh wow, why is it still spinning? Let me just double check, make sure. I wonder if my settings aren't being saved when I exit out of it. Huh. Oh, we got an armadillo on the run. He's pushing all the mobs. So we don't have any duplicates, do we? This was I think this was called Ashton. And then this is the normal one, which is called Plain. And then the snowy one is, I think it's called Snowy. Okay, that looks pretty good. Maybe space these a little bit more. There, so now you kind of see all the different dogs. So 3, 6, 9. This one is the one illustrating the armor. So we can put him back here. I'll put this one over here maybe. That looks pretty good. Okay, let me catch you with chat. Missed anything? Menzie, how much has changed since you dropped by? Oh, probably quite a bit. I mean, for Minecraft updates. Makes you feel a lot absent for him. Isn't that funny? Like, I always thought it strange in college because you pay money, right, to be there, and you're pretty much losing money if you don't go to school. And then, like you're saying, like the school has to make you fill out an absent form, which I find kind of strange because you're literally paying them to be there. But maybe it just encourages people to come. I remember there's kids that used to not go to college or skip days or something. I'm like, you realize you're paying money. You're still paying the money if you come to school, if you don't come to school. Okay, wow. Ulrika's past 120,000 contributed. Bless says, is there any rares that you can collect for 1.20.1? I would recommend checking out my video series. If there was any rares, I would have put them in a video because I try to do a video about every update if there is any rares. If there's none, then I'll say that there's no rares in a different video. Otherwise, you can check my rare spreadsheet. You can do ! Rare in this chat, and that should come up. What's up with Discord? A lot of people the voice call, that is true. When is the release, Wildy? Says Wildy. Yeah, I think it's Tuesday. We're not exactly sure. It's sometime next week. Those armadillos, they're causing more problems than good. They're ruining my stack of lovely mobs. Yeah, that's right, armadillo. You push them back again. Okay. We're gonna have to get rid of you. You guys are just causing too much problems. They're ruining the aesthetics of this dog stack here. I always thought this one, what's this one called? This is not Asher. This black one. I always thought that one always looked like it was like when the normal dog would fall in the water and get dark, or it would be like a shadow glitch. Just the way it's highlighted. I don't know, for some reason it just doesn't look like a real a real natural black. Like if you see animals in real life that are black, they just don't look like that. So I don't know if they just couldn't find a good way of illustrating that. These other ones look pretty decent. I mean, the white ones obviously don't look perfect either. Okay, almost caught chat. Tried everything new. Will be released. Okay, thank you, Wildy. I'll add the video and then I will pin that. 10 bones an hour from a skeleton farm with llamas, says Flair. So I'm guessing the farm didn't work out too well. But I guess it's a kind of a niche concept. Okay, but yeah, we'll look at the, I'll link the video about my rares. Rares to collect before 1.20.5 update. Alrighty. Hey, back. This is now, that's a lot of dogs. I think it's one of each type. Oh, I guess not found also did it. Oh, I didn't see that message. Oh yeah, I had problems with pinning messages. Thank you for Wildy. So you were able to pin my message, but you weren't able to pin your own. Yeah, I had that same thing pop up for me. Well, now everybody knows what's going on when they join the chat. Hey, Z-Blacks! You weren't able to pin your own. Alright. Yeah, I had that same. Watch my own stream. Back says, thanks again for the piglin farm. Managed to find a workaround. Oh, awesome. Yeah, I mean, if you find a workaround, you can always comment in the video, and that way other people can use your workaround. I'm probably top llama skeleton farm in the chat there. Yeah, it does. It is very unique. I'm not on the server just because I kind of need a clean world to make this video. Otherwise, people might get distracted by the things in the background. People be like, wait, I see some of the copper blocks in the background. Therefore, the copper blocks must be coming in the next update. Yeah, I try to avoid that kind of thing. All right, let's first talk about the dogs. I could probably grab footage from my previous talking about the dogs. Papa. The biggest thing coming to 1.20.5 Java Edition is the new and the similar version of Bedrock Edition is the 9 types of dogs. Now this one here is the normal one that we had before, but then there is 8 of these new variations. These can be found in a wide variety throughout, and you can find these naturally through a wide variety of biomes. Okay, and then I think I might be able to use my previous talking about those. I think my spawn point is here. Set. Let's go find an armadillo. We'll talk about the armadillos. Ooh, wow, he has 6 years, 1 month. You surpassed 6 years. That's incredible. Nazzy already has a year worth. You're old. I wonder, does it work when I do it? Not applicable. Not applicable. Because I can't follow my own stream, I guess. What does it say when I click on my name? Okay. It says I've been a sub for 73 months. So that might only be... But I guess it does say when I made my account. That's actually pretty helpful. Made my account in 2016. Okay, that kind of makes sense. Well, I guess I kind of know how long I've been streaming then. Probably since around 2016. Okay, let's go find those armadillos. This is also not a ideal world. Because I think there is experimental snapshots turned on, but we'll just avoid those. Locate biome. What are we looking for? Is this savannah? They're in savannas, right? Should probably check the Wikipedia again. This don't look like a savanna. This looks like water. Makes me feel older even more by saying 2016. When was your Twitch account made? It says 2022. Okay, let's just double check. See if there it might also be in plateaus. Maybe it's all types of savannas. Armadillo. Found a Badlands savanna. Badlands and savannas. So that's probably all types. How many different types of badlands are there? Let's see if we can find a natural one. What are these little things? Oh, there they are. Okay, that wasn't too hard. Look at the little runts. Baby armadillos are so cute. Okay, so we know there's savannas. What's the other one? Savannah Plateau. And then Badlands. Badlands Road, Badlands. Okay. Papa. We also have a brand new mob called the Armadillo. They can be found here in the savanna biomes, including the savanna plateaus. I guess you might as well go to the different biomes. Not too far away. Of course, a plateau. Look at me inside of some blocks. A lot of loaded up. Okay, let's make sure to turn on our particles, otherwise I'll forget. including savanna plateaus. Let's go to the Badlands. Wait, did I already remove the... No, it's still there. It's just loading? Oh, yeah. 7,100 blocks away? What? That seems a little bit high. Are Badlands really that rare? 7,000 blocks? Maybe we just got unlucky. And in the three types of Badland biomes. Okay. And then I'll just grab some footage of the other Badlands and then I'll edit that together. Okay, that one's only 600 blocks away. No wonder it took so long to calculate. Thoughts on the direction Mojang is going with the updates over a couple of months, says Mazza. Mazza's wondering what you guys think of Mojang's updates on Minecraft. Let's load some of this. Those Badlands look kind of spaced out. Is this... Oh, I've never seen it this spaced out. Usually it's pretty dense. Okay, this is a good angle here. This is a really pretty biome though. Save this clip for previous talking point. Okay, it's fine. What's eroded and other ones with trees, right? Wooded. Only 500 blocks away. Yeah, what do you think, Mazzy, of the update? I mean, have you been following it much? Which one is it? It must be this one here. I don't see no trees on it, though. No, that's Badlands. Oh, here it is. Okay, let's load this. Computer does not like loading it. Save this clip for previous talking. Okay, so we talked about the armadillo. Let's talk about some common things that the armadillo can do or whatnot. It does have some kind of cool characteristics. So I guess we could talk about, let's talk about some of the some of the smaller things, and then we'll loop around back to talking about the dogs. Or we could even start with the armadillo and then use the armadillo talking to talk about the dogs. We might do that too. They really are that rare? Okay. 7,000 years spawn. Hey, Greg. Okay. be watching the stream. Let's see. I'm gonna start. Okay, so yeah, armadillos can get scared from the player. Undead mobs. Okay. So if you're writing something, they'll get scared. I wonder what the reference is. It like they're scared of vehicles in real life or something? This is why they end up dying on the road. They just roll up in the ball and get hit by a vehicle. So riding, sprinting, undead mob. Okay, so also summon in a husk. Armadillos can roll up in a ball. They'll do this when they're scared, either from the player sprinting near them, or if there's an undead mob nearby. And only when the mob and only when the threat is far enough away will they actually come back out. And only when the threat's far away will they unroll. They'll also do this once you jump inside of a... They'll also do this if you're writing anything. Okay, we talk about sprinting, the vehicles... Oh yeah, they're scared of spiders. Or spiders are scared of them. That's how it is. Papa. Like cats can scare... And just like cats can scare creepers, armadillos will actually scare away... Oh, there's a... Armadillos... Armadillos will scare away spiders. Including... But only when they're not rolled up. I suppose because, like, armadillos eat spiders in real life. That's probably the reference. Yeah, evil cat. Don't want to spoil yourselves too much with the update stuff. Ah, okay. Okay, so we covered that. So let's talk about... Is there anything else we covered? We need to cover breeding, and then we can cover the scutes. Okay, so let's get the spider eyes. I got Bubba. This is because armadillos like spider eyes, and this is used to breed them. When using one on either of them, This will produce a baby armadillo. Look how cute these things are. This is also used in order to grow up baby. And these can be used to increase the speed of armadillo growth. And this can be used to increase the speed of baby's growth. Using a brush on an armadillo will get you a new item called Armadillo Scute and a new advancement. Isn't it Scute? And a new advancement, isn't it Scute? Okay. I kind of forgot about the advancements. So we'll try to cover the advancements as we come across them. Any new quotes? Oh, there's been a bunch of new quotes. No, we're not up to 1,000 quotes. I think we're up to... How high of quotes are we? Maybe 120? Quote 0? I think quote 0 got glitched out. Looks like it broke. Okay, we talked about breeding them. That might be all the important stuff. Oh, I can also say that they drop scutes naturally. Is there any armadillo scutes thing around here? Might have to wait a little longer. These scutes will also naturally just fall off of them every so often. So if you just put a hopper underneath them, you can farm up unlimited amounts. Okay, now... I didn't leave it, don't get too excited. Okay, now we can talk about the armor. The scute can be put into a crafting grid like an H shape, and that can produce another new item called wolf armor. I think I'm going to start with a normal dog. Summon wolf. Whoops. Come on. Nope, nope. I did something wrong. Owner raise. Okay. And you can put this on your wolf just by holding it and right-clicking. Oh, that means we have to talk about the properties of wolf armor. Okay. Which does have some pretty cool properties. Okay. Just looking at the page about different things it helps with. Everything's about dog armor, but no one cares about horse armor. Huh, that's true. Maybe because horses don't die? I guess horses they don't get into fights, so they don't die that often. So, people probably notice the dog armor as being more helpful. Because their dogs end up dying a lot. Any damage done to the dog. The armor is really useful because any damage done to the dog is actually done... doesn't actually hurt the dog. But instead it starts hurting the durability on the dog armor. This protects the dog from most types of damages except for drowning, freezing, suffocating, magic attacks like potions, thorns, wither effect, entity cramming, and the Warden Sonic Charge. Okay, so we covered that. Sit down. No. Everyone uses horses early game. That's true. Oh, the music cat's playing at the moment. How loud is the music? I mean, it looks like it's really quiet on my side compared to my voice. Hey, Cacta says, "Hey, man. It's a good evening, everyone. How are you? I'm doing pretty well. I'm excited to start working on this. There's this kind of there's this period between like when they come out with new things in the game, right? So like when they first came out with the different types of dogs, there's like a lot of interest around that. I guess I shouldn't stand over here. It's gonna shove my dogs around. Come over here, doggy. You guys whistle to your dog? But yeah, and then there's this kind of slower period right between where they're like fixing the last final bugs and the full release of the version. So kind of when they're switching from snapshots to pre-releases and release candidates, at least for this update 1.20.5, it was a really short period, like a week or two. It seemed like it went by super fast. But that usually gives me time to catch up on different kind of interesting things I would like to do with the updates. Like I need to make that video about the rares, and I did get that one out yesterday. And then I need to work on this video, which I'm working on now. But sometimes I have a bunch of other projects. Like there's a bunch of other projects that I start these projects but never get around to finishing them. So I'm always hoping like maybe there won't be as many updates and then I can actually finish it. But how are you guys doing? That's my long answer. Okay, so we talked about the damage. I should show the damage. That would be kind of fascinating thing to watch. Oh yeah, then the dog dying of dog armor. That's the thing too. Wow, there's always way more in the update than I thought. I thought, oh yeah, only take me a few minutes to talk about this stuff, and then we can talk about stuff that interests me, which is kind of the smaller changes. Okay, so let's grab a weapon. Let's whack the dog. Blah, blah, blah. Which is similar to player armor. And it only has 64 durability. So the more damage it takes, you can actually see the durability. You got you. So as it takes more durability, you can see the armor starts having some cracks. And eventually it will break completely after it's heavily damaged. And then only at that point will the dog start taking damage. Notice it still has a nice and high tail. But then now the tail starts going downwards. I guess I can also just teleport this dog up really high. Okay, let's get this dog out of the killing pits. Thanks for following, Crazy Kitty. Okay. TP this doggy. Which means the dog can be dropped from an infinite height. And upon hitting the ground, it won't actually take any damage, except it will break its armor off. And you can repair its armor just by using a scute on it, which will get you the advancement Good as New. Which will get you the advancement Good as New. Okay. Now we gotta remove our advancements, revoke everything. Hit with the mace. Well, the mace isn't relevant in this update there, Jack. So I'm not going to talk about the mace. Otherwise, it might confuse people. They might think the mace is coming out with this update. No, dogs are harmed in making this video. That's very true. Keep that in mind. Okay, what was I going to say? Oh yeah, removing the armor. I lost my shear. Blah, blah, blah. You can also remove your dog's armor by using shears on it, which will get you another new advancement. Sheer Brilliancy. Sheer Brilliance. Okay. Now we talk about the dyeing of armor. The dog armor. There's actually a lot that came out with this update. It's kind of cool. What happens if you put like ugly colors together? Oh. And just like you can put dye onto leather armor for the player, you can also put dye onto the dog's armor. With millions of possible color combinations. So you can have a unique dog with a colored collar or colored armor. Dude, that actually, I put like, what was it, purple and green together or something? It just made it brown. I mean, okay. It's kind of anticlimactic. I understand why people didn't like Snippet. It might have been, I don't know if it was actually reference to neutering your pets, but it might have been just understood that way. At least that's, I don't know how any other way to, this is like clip their claws or something. I mean, what did you guys think? When you think a reference related to dogs and the word snippet. It's using shears. I mean, if it was like trim it, then it'd be like, okay, maybe trim the dog's hair. Hey, Saturday's in the chat. How you been? Great to see you. Oh, you got the 19. I think I'm... Oh yeah, you got the... Yeah, the San Diego TwitchCon 19, right before the COVID-19. That's pretty cool. Well, I'm glad to hear you're doing good. You still playing your modded Minecraft? Yeah, if you guys know, Saturday plays Minecraft. Still use your eye tracker, right? I was really impressed. I thought, man, I need to get an eye tracker because... Oh, my foot controller's not showing. Let me pull it up. Because I like to look into kind of unique devices, alternative ways of playing, and actually, besides using a controller, I'm also using a foot pedal, and he uses an eye tracker, which is, I thought, oh my goodness, that'd be kind of cool. But it'd be like something you can add in with normal play. I always think of like alternative ways to make it work. Yeah, with an eye tracker, that's pretty sweet. Any type of like just kind of customized controller. What do you think, Saturday? What do you think about Neuralink and related things? Because that's probably something you've thought about or think about. I'd love to know your opinion on it. Because I mean, even for me, like a very functional person, I really like the idea of a Neuralink, and I feel like obviously this is gonna go first out to people who really need it, because I know they had their first human trial with it. But I'm like excited. I'm like, when is it gonna come out to the general population? Okay, so we talked about dyeing of dog armor. We made a really weird kind of brownish tan. Actually, kind of a nice color if you're kind of trying to make like a, almost looks like body armor or something. Because it has like that kind of military desert sand camo. Is there anything else you're talking about related to dog armor? Oh, cauldrons. You can clean it with cauldrons. Okay. Ability. Okay, let's talk about drops in on death. Okay, so we talked about, what did I say? Yeah, crafting. Oh yeah, cleaning. Okay, let's talk about the cleaning part. Water. Pop. I should probably put more water in there. And like dyed leather, you can also remove the dye from dog armor by using it on a cauldron with water. If your dog would die with the... Wait, is it even possible to have... Oh yeah, I guess your dog can die, but it has to be died. It has to die from something else. So what's the most common thing? Freezing, suffocating. That was weird. The thing we seen about the freezing thing. I should probably... Did I ever write that down? I like to keep track of like things you didn't know about Minecraft. Something I did not know about. Okay, let me write down in my notes. Oh, there's an ad running. Things you didn't know. Shift click items into crafting. Dog, no, sit in powder, snow. There's one other thing I can't think of. Oh, arrows, stall on top of moths with damage, cool down. Okay. Okay, so what are we talking about? Oh yeah, try and kill the dog without breaking the armor. So I think the best way is... maybe just use a potion on it. Or we should probably use a more survival friendly potion. D is for damage. This one here. This ugly one? No, that's the weaving one. This one. If your dog would die from something that doesn't protect it, that isn't protected by the armor, it will drop it as an item. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. Okay, so ad finished. As it already says, got something that might interest you. Look up playability, which uses a webcam to control things with your face gestures. Wow, that sounds fascinating. Web ability, or playability. It's a cool name too. Playability. Also, Saturday, did you hear my question about Neuralink? I seen the ad started right when I was talking. That you made a farm for different dyes. Oh, yeah, that's a common question. I'm guessing your question, Jack, is like, do you ever make a farm trying to get all the different types of dyed stuff? And I don't really go for that. But what I try to do is, in theory, that's possible. Now with the crafters, so I mostly try to go for the basics, which is like produce dye farms, and then from there people can use it to dye everything. Hey, it's cold here. Fun fact: accident cauldron is iron legs. That is true. I kind of noticed that too. I noticed it before, but I noticed it really when I was working with the auto crafters, and I'd be like that, and then I was just the part where I was talking about auto crafters and how different amount of items you need to use a different type of redstone, and at some point it's just like, oh, it doesn't really matter what type of thing you choose. At some point it's all kind of the same for the auto crafter. Cauldron legs. Minecart's a good one too. That'd be cool if you could just take the cauldron, put it in on your player. Sorry that I didn't see it. I wouldn't do Neuralink yet. It's just too risky at this point. Really? Okay. But there's other things besides Neuralink, right? There's other people doing stuff. I'm trying to think of the other one. There's that one that works without going into your head. You mean it's risky as in the operation's risky kind of thing, like the brain part of it, opening up the brain kind of part. But there's ones that are working that you just place something over top of your head. What do you think of that? I mean, I'm guessing you probably know way more about this than I do. But from like a consumer aspect, it does excite me. I just don't know what can happen, like side effects. Okay. Side effects related to like the operation and stuff. Okay, and then actual device. I mean, yeah, the question is like what happens, right? Everything works nice when it's new, but over time, you run into complications and stuff like that. Okie dokie. So, we talked about dying. We might have got all the different things related to dogs. Something that doesn't require surgery is fine. Okay, gotcha. I'm going to grab some more water. Meanwhile, you guys can check out my social links there on screen in the chat. Or take this time to catch up on my video that I uploaded yesterday and collect those new rares to get before Tuesday comes out. It's a big one. And I will be right back. Okay, got some more water. Let's continue. There it says, what are you doing with dog armor or wolf armor? Right now we're looking at all the new stuff that's coming out on Tuesday for 1.20.5. It's gonna be a full release. So I'm talking about all the different things. So we talked about the dog armor. Oh yeah, I was just looking at your your ability play. It seems like fairly new. There don't look like there's that much information about it. Might look at that more after the stream. So after we look at all the different dog armor stuff, let's look at the. Let's just double check. We'll look at the different types of dogs. I think I have them all here. 369. 369, yeah. Okay. Anything else when you talk about the new dog types? I think they're just like normal dogs, but they just look different. Some of them are a bit more rare. Like the snowy one, where we only spawn in groups of one. Lone doggy. Okay, so I think we might talk about everything that's new. Let me look at see if there's anything I missed. Oh yeah, dispensers can be used on armadillos. Talk about that. Make a little armadillo pen. Okay, let's close it off with a slab. Some armadillo there. Blah, blah, blah. This can be sped up. This can be sped up by using a dispenser full of brushes, and this will produce tons of scutes, but it will use durability. But yeah, Saturday, have you been following the other types of, I don't know what they even call them, like brain? What do they call those? Like brain readers? For some reason I just want to say brain readers. Okay, let's look at the next one. We follow AI quite a bit though. Artificial intelligence? Brain readers? So wait, do you follow AI just because it interests you, or do you follow it because does it have some impact on helping you? Or is that part of AI? Is those brain things part of AI? I guess they kind of probably are, maybe, because they kind of like, they put correlation between what your brain's doing and what you want to do, kind of thing. Oh, I see, just an interest. Yeah, AI is very interesting. But I don't think I have the time to actually try using AI. I mean, other than super consumer friendly setups. Okay. Okay, we covered all that. Which is the winner of the 2023 mob vote? Meaning that we got two. Meaning that we got two different mobs with two different mob votes, all in the 1.20 updates. It's kind of a fascinating fact. I don't think that's ever happened before. I think we did look into that. It never happened before. Hey, Waffles. Oh, hey, Shani. Or is it Shani? Annie? Shani. But it's not Yanny. Talk about that. Vehicle. Anyone attacking it recently? I'll talk about the attacking thing. Okay. Some of this isn't too interesting. I guess while it's in the shell, you can't do as much damage to it. And while it's in its shell, wow, it didn't last very long. And while it's in its shell, less damage can be done to it. Shani. It's always interesting how many different ways something can be pronounced. Shady sounds right. There's no D in it at all. Have you been following any AI news since Saturday? Yeah, I watched that 2 Minutes Journals. Do you know that guy? Or 2 Minute Papers. He reads scientific papers, and he himself is in like the AI business, and he covers a lot of AI related news. What type of AI news do you guys cover? I mean, it's usually the kind of the big stuff like ChatGPT, the Google one, the Microsoft, was it Copilot? NVIDIA, I guess NVIDIA is like pretty high up there now. What else? Of course, there's tons of smaller ones. Can we join the world? You can join my testing world. This is currently in my single player world just because I'm recording. But yeah, what's your guys' favorite AI stuff? I was really surprised that AI was so good at art. Like, of all the things I thought AI was going to do first, I thought, okay, art would probably be one of the last things. I don't know why, because it just seems so complicated. I thought, oh yeah, if you're like an artist or somebody that's very creative, you'll probably be like the last person to get your job removed from AI. Because I thought AI is going to do like automated things, but apparently, you know, like a lot of automated things are already automated. Yeah, I don't know how art came out so fast. Meta just released one. Oh really? So what is Meta's one, or Facebook? What is their one called? What does it do? What's its specialty? Because AI is more of a specialty thing. Okay, what's left on our list? Talk about different wolves. Do you think AI is dangerous? It's no more dangerous than people. You think about the most dangerous thing in our world today is people. I don't think I'll ever be as dangerous as people. Hey, code is taken. Alrighty. Okay, that's all the stuff about the dogs. I don't know if I need to record this or I can just take this from my previous video. We'll see. I'll skip it for now. This is all the other stuff that's coming in. You can notice this little, I don't know if you guys can see the little scroll bar over here. But the scroll bar is very small. So very little of the update has to do with this armadillo dogs. It has to do with commands. Saturday it can be dangerous, just like the internet can be. Depends on how you use it. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Have it control our military and then something like Terminator could really happen. I mean, Terminator could happen. Like, Terminator is gonna happen, right? Because Terminator, it's not like Terminator made himself, right? Somebody, if you guys know how the Terminator, movie storyline goes, but anyways, the Terminator was actually created by people in the future to go back in the past. And that's no different than if we would create a robot to go into a different country and kill someone. It'd be pretty much considered a Terminator. Just like drone strikes. So yeah, I think it's definitely going to come to that. It's just your perspective. If you're on the side that has a Terminator, or if you're on the side that is being chased down by Terminator. Old MC Wiki nostalgic. This is the newer MC Wiki, Minecraft.wiki. Terminator taking over the world. Oh. Well, there's always somebody that's trying to take over the world. It's cool here. So, have you ever had plan on playing modded? Not really. I have a lot of fun playing vanilla. I've been playing it for almost 15 years and still enjoy it. I do use different mods to help out with the vanilla experience. I know on servers it really helps to have some of those ones that increase your FPS. What's your opinion on Tetris? The game? I don't think I've played Tetris before. I watched some of the speedruns. And I think it's the most... It was like the most played game of all time or something, or it was the most sold game of all time. It was like that for quite a while. Okay, let's go through this. I'm not really interested in the command stuff. Here's advancements. Oh, we gotta talk about the pack advancement. That one, good as new. That one, okay. So let's talk about the pack advancement. So this is taming each type of dog. And after taming every single type of dog, Papa. You'll get the advancement. You'll get the harder advancement. You'll get the challenge advancement as you'll get the challenge advancement called the whole pack, 9 out of 9. Okay. Okay. Let's see what's next. We're talking about the advancements. General attributions. Oh, they do get the new spawn. Okay, we can talk about that next. Okay, let's talk about that. Spawn chunk. Which world is it? Must be this world. Unknown has redeemed quiet time for Ray. That's what I do. 2 minutes of quiet time. After I record this next bit. Alrighty. The next big change that's coming to 20. The next big change in 1.20.5 is the change. Is the size. Is the nerf of spawn chunks. Before spawn chunks were really big. Before, spawn chunks were this really big area out here, including the inside, but then they got shrunken down, so by default, and any worlds that do up, as well as any worlds that do update, will get these smaller spawn chunks, having 98% less entity processing chunks than before. But this will also this will also help out servers, so you don't have to load in so many chunks. But this will also help out servers, so by default they don't have to have so many chunks being loaded in their world. I covered everything you need to know about these chunk changes. I covered everything you need to know. I covered all the different things that... I covered tons of different things that will change because of this, and I put it all in this video here, which will answer all your questions related to how chunks works, render distance, simulation distance, mobs spawning around players, as well as random ticked areas. And how you can still chunk load, and how you can still artificially chunk load your own areas, and how you can still artificially chunk load other chunks, and how you can still artificially load chunks without a player, using chunk loaders. Using these new chunk loaders. So check out that video after watching this one, which I'll put in the description. And look forward to an upcoming video where I show you guys all the farms that can actually run in spawn chunks without a player. And look forward to an upcoming video where I show you guys all the different farms that can run in chunks without a player. Yeah, I still need to make a video about this one. What did you put after today? Oh, did it get removed? The pinned message? I might be able to just scroll up and repin it if it's there. Maybe it's not. I'm still mewing. Dude, I don't think the mewing thing actually even really works. Like, it doesn't, from a logical perspective, it doesn't make sense that pushing upwards on the top of your mouth would increase your jawline. I think it would just make your tongue muscle more prominent, which I think would actually make your mouth look not as attractive. If you could just write out some message, and then I can tweak it a little bit, Wildy. Oh, I know I put the link to the video that I put out yesterday. I mentioned collect these rares before updating. Yeah, I don't know what happened to the pinned message. Did it accidentally get removed, or was it only on a timer? Okay, so we talked about this. That should be a fun video, the video where I talk about the individual farms, because I do really enjoy talking about like the different aspects of farms. Did this one work ever? Oh, okay, it seems like working. Okay, so far we haven't got any runaway chickens. We can also remove that. Brian says, what's your guys' opinions on another YouTube series called Scabadibidi? I don't know. I think it's like a comedy series. I really don't follow it, so I'm not sure. Hey, Rick. It's not showing in your history. Yeah, I mean, Wild, if you could just write out like a little bit of message and then just pin my video from yesterday, that's probably good enough. Just let them know that we were looking at all this new stuff. I also want to update my sniffer farm, which sniffers came out 1.20, so that's kind of getting old now. gonna go through all the new farms for this upcoming update. There isn't really any new farms other than like Armadillo, which I just briefly covered. I mean, do you think there's any new farms? I mean, the spawn chunk thing, I already did a video talking about the end dimension chunk loading farms. Just briefly kind of talk about different ones, but you can always look up the different end dimension farms I have. Yeah, let's keep looking at our spreadsheet while we watch Iron Farm. Still need to do a tutorial video on that snow farm. That was kind of fun one to design. That's the thing, I'm getting behind on my videos. So if I don't put out like a video about one of my farms every weekend, I just end up getting behind. Like it's probably not best that I put out videos so often, because the more videos I put out, the less YouTube sends them out to people. Okay, let's see if there's anything else I overlooked. Brain rot? I mean, you could say that about anything, right? You could say watching Minecraft is brain rot. Or any cartoon show. Spice says, did they confirm it's going to be on Tuesday for this update? We don't know, but it's just high probability unless something comes up. Like when Monday comes around, right, they don't work on weekends. So when Monday comes around, if there's any bugs that are like any crashes or anything, they'll fix those and they'll come out with like a release candidate number 3 on Monday. And then as long as by Tuesday when they want to probably upload it, as long as there isn't any major problems, they'll probably release it on Tuesday. But if there's more problems, then they'll just postpone it. That's why they don't put a set date, because they're only going to put it out if there's all the problems are fixed. All the major ones, at least. I guess I could record a part about before updating. Do collect the rares, which should be in this world here. Today's raid, checking out everything new coming to notified. That will be released Tuesday. Okay, I can add the other thing there, Wildy. Thank you. New rares to collect for updating. I'll just link the video. And I'll pin it, see if it works. Oh, pin didn't work. Let me try it from stream. Yeah, it didn't work on Streamlabs, but it works if I do it on Twitch. Okay. Armadillo is breedable, correct. Yeah, spider eyes. Right, so they just put 2,000 into the dragon farm. Thank you. Works at 3 or 5 stream streaks. I'm not sure what video you had attached. It was just the most recent one. Usually I just kind of promote my most recent one. Wait. Oh. Okay. It's not the best world. Ba, 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 ba. But before you update to 1.20.5, make sure to watch this video on all the rares you should collect that will become impossible to get once updated. And if you're updating from an older 1.20 version, there's even more rares you can get before updating. There's even more rares you can get before the new version. Okay, then I'll just link some, put some images on screen. We actually have an iron farm over here too. The component thing really doesn't change too much from the survival aspect of it. I wonder if did my written books work? They weren't working for a while. Oh, the books are broken. I wonder if I update directly from one version next, if they'll fix themselves. Actually, yeah, it's hard to say. Thanks for the follow there, Dragon's Breath. Time set midnight. Iron farms don't work unless you let them sleep. They have an insomnia, I guess. It's like the player. Loot tables, detectable advancements. Attributes. Oh my goodness. Dan Gone Mining. That's pretty good. It's kind of like Gone Fishing. Dan Gone Mining. Thanks so much for coming in with Twitch Prime. Really appreciate it. Welcome to the Gurda Gang. Take advantage of all the cool perks you get along with the support. Really means a lot. Helps me out. You guys don't know if you have Amazon Prime or Twitch Prime. Make sure to come in each and every month here on Twitch to use it to get a free Twitch sub. Won't cost you anything, but it really helps me out as Twitch will pay me in full. Just gotta remember to renew it each and every month, as it won't be done automatically. But then you can be just like Dan here and get those cool perks. Check them all out with that link there in the chat, including access to my supporter server. You get creative mode instantly on the testing server. A bunch of cool emotes and badges. Also special privileges on my Discord, and much more, like no ads and extra points. Our farm looks like it's working good. Entity predictor, game roll. I guess I should have mentioned that. Let me just record that right now. But you can set your spawn chunks back to the way they were before. By default, they're going to be 2. But if you want them like they were before, set it to 10. Tags, a lot of tags. Only 6% on the phone. It always gets annoying when phones don't last like one day, because it's not too bad to like charge them overnight, but if they can't make it through one day, I guess it depends how heavily you use them and for what. More tags. Blocks. Oh yeah, I could talk about the improved hopper performance. Let's see. Should we do it in this world? Eh, it don't really matter. I can drop down my... That will help out a bit. Put up some examples. Composter. What else? I like showing the brewing stand. It doesn't work on lecterns, does it? Yeah. Yeah, lecterns. Is there something else maybe? Where's the brewing stand? Oh, it's in these ones. Anything else people normally use? Oh, furnaces. People a lot of times use furnaces. Okay, so that's one. This is like kind of before and after. And after is just like a block above it. Just a piece of dirt. What else we can talk about? Oh, okay, Twitch is going to run an ad. You guys take the time to grab a snack, a drink, get up and stretch, walk around, check out my latest video. I'm going to grab some more water, and I will be right back after that. See you in a bit. Alrighty. Looks like the ad finished up. Back with the charger, says Brain. I noticed, yeah, if you watch like videos or stream, that could definitely use a battery up pretty fast on the phone. What type of phone do you guys like? Oh, it's like an Android phone. Is there any phone that's kind of known for long battery life? I guess I'm not really into the whole phone thing. I don't know if I think I just kind of chose whatever phone my siblings recommended. Okay, so we do that, maybe some cobble. I always think it's kind of strange to have to go all the way to here to find some cobble. I don't think there's any cobble in here. Yeah, it says building blocks, so I don't think there's any in here. What else? Okay, then we talk about the exceptions, which are bee nest and beehives. Those are under functional blocks. And here they are. F3 plus I. Honey level, what's the highest? 3? Oh wait, 5. F3 plus I. Honey level 5. So we can show that it still works. What do you normally use? You use like, do you use shear on it or something that makes it go downwards? I don't know. I can also just show my farm. Which, I did make a new farm for this too, in case they didn't change it, but luckily they changed it. Okay. The next big change is to hopper performance. When a hopper doesn't have anything above it, it's constantly checking to see if there's any items that happen to fall from above that it'll try to pick up. And because it's constantly checking, this could lower your performance, especially if you have a whole bunch of hoppers. Now in the past we combated this by putting something on top that was a container that the hopper would then check to see if it could pull something out of the container. And because it's doing this, it's no longer checking to see if any items are directly above it. Notice it can't pick up this hopper. Notice it can't pick up this item until we remove the container on top. And this worked for a wide variety of containers, and one of the best ones was a composter because it wasn't a tile entity like most of them. And it was really cheap to put on. And it was a really cheap item to make a lot of. But this has all. But we got further improvement with 1.20.5. Where now any full cubed block that is on top of a hopper will stop it from checking. Oh yeah, we can also show with soul sand. People are probably asked about soul sand. Could also check to see what piston does. Why not use debug stick for what? Oh, for that? I had to pull out a debug stick. Sometimes it's just easier to use my keyboard. I don't think I have a debug stick saved in here. I used to. Okay, so what I want to do is drop item and then TP at entity type equals item limit 1 sort nearest and then TP it doot down by partial block. Oh, it's based off of me. Okay, maybe I could just TP it to me. I can just pull random items that are somewhere in the world. Oh, probably from a kelp farm or something? I don't know. Blah, blah, blah. So if this item would be moved a little... So if this item would be within the 1 meter range, which hopper checks, notice that it doesn't actually get picked up by the hopper, even if it's close enough. But if the block is removed, now it can pick it up and we can see it inside. So just by putting some dirt above your hopper, you can make them... So just by putting some dirt above the hopper, we'll do the exact same thing as before using these containers. Now there is some exceptions, something like soul sand. Even though it appears to be a full cube, when you stand on top of it, you sink in a little bit. So any items that land on top of that can still be pulled by the hopper below. They also made the exception for these full cubes, which are the bee nest and the beehive. Just because otherwise, if they didn't do this, these type of farms would have to be changed. But once again, if you see, once I harvest it, the item did get pulled directly into the bottom here. And the same thing for this one here. So my productive bee farm that also is a crop farm as well as my tileable version of the honey farms will continue to work just as they are. Alrighty. The bee spinning, yeah, they have like kind of a little trouble pathfinding. What if there is an item that is in the lower part of the hopper? Even though it has a full block above it, when the power is removed, you can see it will pull in those items. So any items that kind of clip inside of the hopper will get absorbed by it, just not ones. It's just not checking for ones above. I thought this was a bug, and they haven't addressed it. Pretty sure I made a bug report on it. Dancing bee. Oh, okay. He is dancing. Hey, Snappy. Is there anything else we need to talk about this? Might be everything. Rename the turtle. Scoot. Not really a big deal. Oh, shulkers don't destroy armor stands. That was introduced. I should look at that bug report. There's actually a bunch of bug reports. I had to restart my computer, but I sorted all the bug reports out. Maybe I can find them again. There was a few of them. I wasn't sure. I'll pull them up. Okay, I think I found them. Let me open these up. Okay. Here are all the bug reports. Let's see if we go through and remove ones that don't apply. That one's fixed. That one's important. That one's doesn't apply. Already did that one. That one's important. That one's old. That one's good. That one was no good. Done. Might look at that one later. Already did that one. Already did that one. That one didn't work. That one doesn't matter. That one's important. That one's good. That one's good. That one's good. That one's good. Good. We did that one. That one just did. Did that one. That one's important. That one's okay. And that one's snapshot only. Okay, so I think that might be all of them if I did it correctly. Fun fact, his name actually is misspelled of Brian. Yeah, I see people with the name Brian, and I do want to call him Brian. Because Brian seems like more of a name. Okay, so these are bugs that I looked at all the different bugs that were fixed. And these are ones that I deemed to be kind of important enough to talk about in the video. They're not the main bugs. They're not the main things that when people think of the 1.20.5 update, they don't think about these. But I do want to talk about them, like this one, how Schalpers don't destroy armor stands anymore. Well, that one is in my list. And it came up in 1.20.2. Just like how Google is misspelled of Google. I don't know, is it really misspelled? I think they purposely didn't want to use the actual word Google. Okay, so we got that one. We're talking about armor. Well, dogs also have more health. No longer take half damage. Okay, we can talk about this related to the dog. Spawning different blocks. Okay, everything else seems kind of straightforward. Let's go back to our dogs. There's the doggies. Okay, so we're going to talk about how they now have more health. Which one can we use? This one? talk about food, so we should talk about how we can heal them. Snowball, snow golem, snowball. Twice as much health, the damage. Okay. Okay. Twitch is gonna have an ad just in a bit, about 10 seconds. I'm gonna grab some water, and meanwhile, you guys can check my socials. Get up, grab some snacks, some water yourself. Stand up and stretch, and I will be right back. Okay. Got some more water. We're good to go. So much talking. You gotta make sure to constantly drink some water. Okay, so we're talking about the dog, how it has more health. Twice as much health. They take half as much damage from environmental sources. So I guess we can show a cactus, and then we can also... And food heals them twice as much. Wow, we just kind of did everything. Double, double, double. Dogs are tame now have twice as much health as before, and they also take half as much damage from anything that is environmental. Plus, when you feed them, now food... And when you feed them, food will now heal twice as much. Okay, I think we covered everything. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Oh, yeah. I don't know if the snow golem damaging dog thing is really that important. It's kind of a really niche thing. Probably isn't important. Okay, welcome back, everybody. Hopefully you guys took the opportunity to refresh yourselves. I also flossed my teeth, so I feel super fresh. Alrighty. Dogs like rabbits. They do. They go after a bunch of different things. Naturally. Because they go after anything that you also attack. Let's see. Can we get a scuba diving dog? Not quite. Sweden with dog bark sounds weird and relax at the same time. Wait, Sweden? What's Sweden? Sweden with... Wise Bear is always taking a break when I don't get ads, but if I do, he doesn't. This time mine lined up with his ad. Not 1 out of 10. Really? I guess Twitch will kind of depend if they'll decide if someone gets an ad or not. For me, all it does is says, oh, Twitch says, oh, we're going to run an ad in a couple minutes, you know, get prepared. And I was like, okay, well, might as well use the opportunity to also, you know, refill my water, use the restroom, get snacks at the same time. But yeah, so I don't know who actually gets ads, because some people will. Obviously, if you're Twitch sub, you won't get an ad. So we talked about everything related to dog. I think we can move on to the next one. What is the next one? We're about probably 1/3 of the way through. Are no longer able to destroy armor stands. Oh, okay. That's something we could talk about. I don't remember that one. Maybe that was in the same as in the... Was it here too? Anything about llamas? Nope. Ads are different at different times if you're in Europe. Do you get ads? I mean, it's hard for me to answer that, or it's hard for me to answer this question. But you're probably getting ads when I see that there's gonna be an ad. I just don't always need to refill my water. I think it does like 3 different ads, 3 different times during an hour it does ad, something like that. And I only really need to grab water like maybe once an hour. Okay, so we'll talk about the llama spit thing. When we talk about the shulker. I guess we can do that right now. Should we do it here? Sure, why not? Summon shulker. Actually, I have a world, but I think the world's kind of corrupted. Could check. Well, yeah. Well, yeah, I don't know. Projectile? No, what is it called? Bubble column? No. I'm not sure what it's called. It's world where kind of, oh, I think it's called Pearl. Pearl stasis chamber? No, it's stasis. No. No, that's it. Testing right there. Let's see if it crashes. If it crashes, I'll just have to... Oh, okay, it did not crash. Can't remember if I'm supposed to be using... Oh, there is breezes. Okay. Must be breezes in this world. Okay. Anyways, let's not use those. Those things that cause the crash. But yeah, over here, this is where I kind of like play around with projectiles and how the mobs work with them, that kind of sort of thing. I used to have a llama over here. I suppose we could just put a llama over here. Okay, boat. Summon llama. We'll hit the llama. We'll hide behind armor stand. Then we'll do the same thing with the shulker. I don't know why some of this kind of useful stuff is hiding behind this colored stuff. It should all be above it, because it's all repeats down here. Kind of like this too. Like, why is this way over here? You guys can write a bug report for it. Bluetooth hates me, says Snappy. What you using Bluetooth for? Are you connecting like your earbuds to your phone? I recently got Bluetooth earbuds and headphones, okay. And I really like them. Before I would, you know, use like the cable ones, and that was kind of annoying. You get caught on stuff and get pulled out of your ear while you're exercising, that sort of thing. There is a floor down here too. Well, I guess we can just do this. Summon shulker. Okay. Shulkers will no longer be able to break armor stands when their bullets hit them. Just like it was before 1.22. Just like it was before 1. Just like it was before 1.20.2. That's really hard to say. Sometimes when I'm editing my videos, I notice I'll say something like instead of saying 1.21, I'll say, or instead of saying 1.20.5, I'll say 1.25. I'll try to catch that before I upload it. Oh, can they really see me from that far away? Bye-bye. Okay. And llama's spit can also no longer break. And llama spit will no longer break armor stands, but go right through it. Okay. I can't remember what update this was. This is when, oh, maybe when Bubble Columns came out or something. I think that's when they changed projectiles. I think it's when Bubbles came out and they also changed projectiles. Projectiles were kind of inconsistent, and then I think they made them all really consistent. Connected to my PC. Oh, okay. Oh, you have kind of what I have. I also have, are they called headphones? Headphones. I think headphones are the one with the microphone. I think I just have a headset. No, what? Do they really call them headphones? Headphones. I guess there's headphones with mics and without mics, and wired and not wired. Okay, yeah. I guess that's what they call them, headphones. When I hear the word phones, I think, like, oh, can you answer phone calls with them? But it's funny because the one they call headset is the ones that typically people answer phones with, but it doesn't have the word phone in it. Is that one of those funny word things? Yeah, so I have a headphones that are also wireless. They're not Bluetooth, I don't think. They use, I think they use radio waves, actually. I think they can do radio waves and they can do Bluetooth. But they have like a little station. The station's on my table with my monitors. What's really nice is that I can just pull them off, listen, use them. And then if I walk away from the computer, like when I'm streaming, walk away from the computer, I don't pull the cord. I used to accidentally pull the cord all the time, the corded one. And the other nice thing is that when I'm done with them, I just set them onto the little rack and they automatically charge. So it's like, so you don't have to like plug them in. It's really nice. But it's also not, it's not like an inductive charging. It's like there's actual pegs that directly power it. So it is also efficient at charging it. Dying to llama spit. Possible. Yeah, people might be confused by the advancement. Not sure. Yeah, we'll go on the testing server and see. Oh, clone is here. Wait, I can't spectate them? Oh, I don't know where they're at then. TP Ray. Oh, he's in spectator mode. Right beside the spleef arena. Okay, let's continue going through this. Commands. More command stuff. I guess if you're into commands, you might really like these changes. Predicates. There's advancements. I thought it was kind of strange. Advancements, parrots and bees. You get that for breeding mobs, right? But you can't breed parrots or bees. Or not bees. It says parrots and bats. The parrots and the bats. It's supposed to be the birds and the bees. That's a reference. Birds and the bees. But the funny thing is, in Minecraft, you can't actually breed parrots or bats. So it's so strange. And also, when they came out with bees, they never did change it to parrots and the bees. Tropic block. Enchantments. Oh, you can see another command thing, so you can put punch enchantment onto a crossbow. Sharpness can be applied to access through enchanting tables. Oh. Well, that's interesting. We can do that one. Okay, thorns. Okay, let's do that one. This is why I kind of go through it systematically, so you don't miss out on something interesting. That's kind of a cool one. Let's grab some armor. Enchanting table. I had to put some books around it. Yeah, make sure you get plenty of sleep there, brain. Bookshelf. You know, sleeping is the #1 thing that has an effect on your health. #1 thing. So if you're skipping sleep or not getting adequate sleep, you're pretty much just killing yourself. Okay, so we need to get one that has. We're trying to get sharpness. I'll just record all this. Well, so far we haven't got it. Maybe I should try a different type of tool, because different tools can have better probability of enchantments. But yeah, I mean, according to it, it says that sharpness can now be applied to access through the enchanting table rather than only. I mean, it acts like this is vanilla survival. I don't know, I'm not seeing it. I'm not seeing it. Okay, well, I'll mention it maybe, and then maybe also mention cannot verify it. Because I don't see this happening. Projectiles and damage. I work with both crossbows. If placed, I'm sure. Enchanting tables. When it comes to enchanting tables, it's supposed to be possible to also get Bane of Arthropods, Smite, as well as Sharpness onto axes while using enchanting tables, rather than having to only do this with, rather than only getting this while using anvils. Now I've done quite a bit of chanting and I can't verify. And you're also supposed to, and there's also supposed to be a chance of getting thorns onto armor pieces through enchanting tables. But out of all the testing I've done, I can't see, but out of all the testing I've done, I haven't seen any, changes for either of them. Okay. Okay, there's chunks. Oh yeah, I guess end chunk loading is also another thing we can talk about related to chunks. Okay, so we might as well talk about the end chunk loading too. think there's a chunk loading setup in this one world here. Pa. And with 1.20.5, we once again can automatically chunk load the end dimension, which is something I originally discovered way back when, but was removed for... Oh. But has been removed for several versions now. But this opens... But now that's back... But now that it's back, opens opportunity. But now that it's back, it opens up the opportunity to do a lot of things. The area in which it loads is very similar to spawn chunks. And I did a whole video on all the new farms and machines which you can now run automatically without having the player here, such as like using my sand generator, without having to worry about a bunch of sand piling up and crashing your world. I'll put that video in the description so you can check it out after this one and learn more about it. Okay. So we got that one. What's next? General. Hey, thanks for the follow, D Hobbs. Why they call it loud cheats now, or called loud commands instead of loud cheats. Options, or open the land, yeah, allow commands. Because you can't cheat at Minecraft, it's a sandbox game. Okay, we're over halfway. Welcome back, Saturday. What are we doing now? Right now we're looking at all the very technical things. I'm kind of ignoring everything that's not related to vanilla survival. Anything that's like just visual or related to like commands or like the back end of the game. I'm ignoring that, and then I'm looking for things that are going to affect people in the vanilla survival worlds. So I'm making a video about everything new in 1.20.5. But I'm also including the main stuff as well as some of the more niche stuff. But the really niche stuff I'm not going to cover. What do you consider as cheating? Well, it's a sandbox game, so I don't think you can really cheat. You can, some people like misstate. Sometimes like they're playing a modded version of Minecraft, but then they'll call it vanilla. Effects. Particles. Quite a bit of particles. Research packs. Hey, Nate's here. What do you guys consider as cheating? Jack says 2B2T players be like, there, he said you can't cheat since Minecraft Sandbox. Yeah, I think it's like a lot of people that play 2B2T don't know that they're playing modded Minecraft. The 2B2T is heavily modded. If it wasn't modded, then people would do really bad griefing. At the moment, they can do like mild griefing. They just don't understand like how modded 2B2T is. This is all about the resource pack. There's a lot here, but I think most of this is just renaming different things. Youth updated to support a fresher look. Other. Optimize worlds. Hey, SB. How do you pronounce it? S. Bonson. Jackson Blair, thing you worked for a few years is mild griefing. I don't consider that mild griefing. Yeah, the thing is, like, you just don't understand. You don't understand the extreme limits that people could do without the mods. So without the mods, they could, you know, find really crazy bugs where they could easily, like, fly directly to you. They could just make infinite items. And they could just, you know, make constant explosions. They can even go beyond griefing you in Minecraft. They can end up griefing your computer. There's some pretty nasty bugs out there over the years. They fixed most of them. But obviously 2B2T even removes a lot of the really bad ones. And that's why I don't think people that play the game, play 2B2T, don't realize how modded it is. Like, if you look at the history of 2B2T, there'd be some crazy thing where they would crash. They just keep crashing the server, or they just keep crashing your base, so you can never, you know, log in. What's going on today? Check the pin message. Yx. Yeah, it has been in there, but every time it comes up and if it's a problem, they will switch their mod out, fix it. I don't know if I should mention this. I guess I can mention the same as the hopper leg. They also applied more optimizations to the world and came out with more options when it comes to the F3 screen. So you can look at particular leg coming from different So you can look at particular leg coming from your world running versus the TPS, which is affected by the computer running your game, or the server, versus your FPS, which is only affected by how well your graphics can render, or your graphics can render what's around you. Ooh, tongue twister. That's not highly modded. It's highly protective towards. And I did say it's highly modded. I'm just saying people just don't think that's modded at all. But it is. There is a lot of mods. It's not highly modded as in you get tons of new features. It's modded more than what people see because it's all kind of behind the scene thing. Yeah, leg machines and bot building. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. There's more going on in the background than people understand. Okay, we're getting down to the final third. Oh yeah, and we also talk about the Explorer maps. Okay, we can talk about the Explorer maps. Loot. Insert. Loot. Where'd buried treasure? They're in ships, right? What's it called? Minecraft loot chest. I got a chest. Buried treasure, right? No. It leads you to buried treasure, so it must be ship. Ship map. And the leg that used to come when generating loot in shipwrecks that had buried treasure no longer creates a whole bunch of leg trying to figure out where this map will actually send you. That's so funny because speedrunners, they don't even go for this map. They just know where the game's gonna spawn in the buried treasure and they just dig it up there. Skip the middleman. Hey doggy. Welcome in. Okay, then there's experimental stuff, so I could talk about this briefly. Includes all the trial chamber stuff, crafter. Oh yeah, I forgot about the trial chamber map, which actually helps you find them. The bog is also, yeah. Where's the crafter? Oh, it's right underneath this. Here's all the potions. There it is. I think the crafter was up here, wasn't it? The crafter is a new block. Yeah, I don't see it up there. Advancements. Okay. So the bog does... I guess the bog does appear in the trial spawner. Bog is not required for the Monster Hunter advancement. Another mob you to get. Then it used to run a locate command that does... What does it do to make it faster? I don't know what it does to make it faster. Maybe it was running like the locate command. I suppose they just came up with a different way that's more efficient for them to find it. Okay, so what was I thinking? Oh yeah, talk about the new stuff. Where is the new stuff? It's in one of these worlds. I guess we do have a a mangrove swamp here. Including the new bog mob in the swamps. Including the new bogged mob. Including the new bogged mob. Oh, that's kind of cool. It's kind of all by itself. Don't know if there's a trial chamber nearby. There's one. Look at all the spawners. Now you can still access the experimental features like bundles, villager trading rebalance, and update 1.21 features. But these aren't going to be forced onto you in this update, and you have to manually turn these on. Okay. Whoops. I didn't mean to open that world. Do I know which world that was? Oh, it's that world. Okay. So it looks like I'm gonna grab some more water. And meanwhile, run an ad. Take the time to check out my new video that I uploaded yesterday, or grab some snacks. get up and stretch and walk around, get a drink, use the restroom, and I will be back just in a little bit. There's my socials. All right, let's record this next bit. Blah, blah, blah. So if you would turn on the villager trade rebalance, that would you'd get the different nerfs to villagers where you have to go to special biomes to get special villagers that sell different stuff. If you turn on the 1.21 features, that includes everything related to the trial chambers. Like the breeze, the maze. The new potions. New armor trims, new banner patterns. New armor trims, banner patterns, pottery shards. And the ominous potions. Which change how raid farms are done. Which changes up raid farms. And the auto crafters. Okay, is there anything I'm forgetting? I'll go into more detail about 1.21 when the full release comes out, which will be around June. Which will be around June of this year. Okay. Now let's grab some footage. Save all this footage for previous talking point. Okay, that should be good. Piston doors in the chambers, but it's really bad. They have piston doors in here? I ran into the TNT one. I don't know if I ran into the piston one. I'm guessing it's in one of these fight rooms. But there's a lot of variation to them. I guess you can just, you might be able to see it on the individual rooms. Oh, here they are. I guess these are the plain versions. I think they add stuff into them. I don't know why they're kind of like distorted. This one does have a lot of interesting things, this version of it. It only works one way. Oh. Is it in one of these? One of these bigger ones? What is this one? Not sure what that one is. These are different pieces. There's a fountain in the middle? I don't know if I've seen this one. Oh, that might be all of them. Jigsaw. Trial chamber. Chambers. Control find piston. Door. There's a lot of variety. Okay, let's continue. So I think that might be everything except for these weird bugs that got fixed. all these bugs down here. So let's see. So we already did talk about the breeze one. Players get pushed into dangerous situations where which is a bit similar to that one's not too interesting, so I might skip it. Where's the other one? This one. We touch the side of a dripstone. Should check when these came out. So this came out 21. Okay, so that's been around a little while. This one's 1.18. This one's been around 1.16. Drip leaf, and then we need something that does damage. Well, probably don't want to use that. Need place drip. I guess you only have to place the little ones into water. The big ones you can place on water, right? Okay. For the last couple of years, you could activate drip leaf by pushing it from the side. By touching it from the side, as well as get damage by being pushed into a block like this with fire above. But you won't have to worry about that anymore. No. So this is one back in 2020. This one's 21. Leaves, teleport, and player reloaded. Don't worry about that one. This one's kind of related to dogs too. Maybe we'll do both. We'll talk about the dogs. Hey, Matt. Oh, there's the other Mazzy. What happened? We're getting down to the last little bits of information about 1.20.5. So let's see. 1.20.5. We need to talk about leashes, which are here, right? Leash, pet, teleport, player when we're loading. And when it comes to pets teleporting, that bug has been in the game for so long. Pets will no longer get buggy and break their leads and teleport to you when reloading chunks. When reloading chunks. What was the other one about? Oh, they don't stand up and up or down. We already talked about that one. Oh. I mean to remove that one. That one's kind of cool. Okay, that one's kind of related to the same thing as this one. Okay. Healing your dog will no longer make them sit down. Will no longer make them automatically sit down. They will eat first, then sit down when they're full. Okay. What do we have left? Helmet one, the water one. Do the water one over here. I think it's 3. Yeah. Oh. Forgot about this guy. Let's go somewhere else. Before, you could place in liquids 3 blocks below the player. Before, you could place in bucket stuff like water. Before, you could place in bucket stuff like water 3 blocks below the player, but you wouldn't be able to pick it up. But that's been changed, so now you can only place. That's been changed, so you can only pick up water if you can actually place it in the same location, such as crouching. Such as if I crouch, I get a bit. Such as if I crouch, I can place it against the block below. But while I'm standing up, the block is. But while standing up, now the water is close enough to me to pick back up. This is a good time to talk about lava too, I guess. Find ourselves a lava pool. You guys ever go down to the pool? The lava pool? What did I tell you? Stop playing in the lava pool. Instead of having a water pool in your backyard, you have a lava pool. Okay, this has to do with fire res. Fire res has become more useful when going into lava. The distance in which you can see has been increased to match that of the Bedrock Edition. Okay, then there's one more about distance and viewing, which has to do with um, let's get our special zombie out. So much for having a special zombie. Okay, so we need this guy to have some armor, but it needs to be enchanted. Still running around in fire. You were safe the way where you were before. We should notice this. Oh, I need to increase entity distance. Maybe some spyglass. Papa. Mobs with enchanted armor. Mobs with enchanted armor will no longer have their armor glitter prior to you actually seeing them. So you can't use that as an indicator. So you can't use it as a sneaky way to see someone. Na 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 na. Okay, so we got that one done. This is bucket one. Fog one. This is the other render one. So we need to talk about the helmet one. This is since 2022, since 1.18. So we need to show anvils and stalagmites, stalag tights. Those are the ones that are above you. Remember, stalagmite. M is for mountain, and mountains are on the ground. Instead, stalagtite is up in the air, and you have to hold on tight if you want to hang on to it. Helmets on the player will once again reduce the damage from things like stalactites and anvils by 1/4 like they used by 1/4 like they used to back in 1.18. Okay, so we got that one. That might be the last one. The only other bug fixes that I haven't really looked at were the ones that came out during the pre-releases. Release, kind of, not probably pre-releases. Look at these changes. I think it's most of the bug fixes I need to look at. From the development. So these shouldn't apply, I don't think. These are bug reports that were only made during the snapshots. I don't think I need to look at these. Okay. I didn't think there was going to be anything there. I don't see anything. Alrighty, I think we got every single one. All the main ones at least. That's nice. Could record the dog one. Probably wouldn't be too hard to do. just have to go to these different biomes and summon in a dog. It's actually easier now because the dogs will actually spawn in depending on what biome you do it in. There's a bee over there. Oh, that's a baby one. Okay. The woods wolf can be found in forest. The woods wolf can be found in forest biomes. The pale can be found in taigas. The pale can be found in taiga. The default wolf type, the default wolf type known as pale. The default wolf type known as pale can be found in taiga biome. Oh, well, you got some food. What type of food did you get? Maybe I should ask. Because I only eat once a day, so towards the end of the day, I do get kind of hungry. The rusty variant can be found in sparse. The rusty variant is found in sparse jungles. Where are you going? Spotted wolves are found in... Oh, it's plateaus. Let me just double check this. Okay. Let's find a plateau. The spotted is found here in savanna plateaus. The spotted is found in savanna plateaus. Okay. Wooded badlands. Those are kind of rare biomes. Actually, finding all the dogs might be a little bit tough if you don't have the seed. That's the think. Oh, 7,000 blocks away. Okay, like last time. Where is this biome?
Wait, how small is that?
Must be quite small. It says it's right here.
I mean, you try pulling up F3.
Oh, I forgot. There's vertical biomes.
Oh yeah, vertical biome. Right.
So down here it's a river, but up in the air it's wood.
That's weird.
I guess it says this is also wooded. This island here.
With the grass.
This is a really bad wooded badlands.
I have never seen a wooden badlands that small in my life.
That's so flat too. Is there
Yeah,
other
I
ones
know.
nearby? Temple. Rune. Okay, we'll just skip it for now. Hopefully we can find it
Well, one biome I'm not
again.
seeing is eroded. Maybe you could just do it, go find an eroded and go from there.
Yeah, I think I'll do the other ones and I'll try again if I can't find it.
Got it.
Because I have some other biomes I have to do still. Snowy. Taiga. It might end up taking me to a different one next time.
Possible.
5,000 blocks away. Dang, all these are really far away. Oh, a village. I really do like the snow villages. The way they're built. The structure of the houses. What's this one called? Ashen? Okay. Pa. The ashen type is found here in the snowy taiga. Okay, let's find the old groves. Is there any snowy ones? What's that one snowy one? Oh, grove. Yeah, you know when they did the, what was it, the one update where they did a whole bunch of new biomes? 1.7, I think? Was it 1.8? No, it must have been 1.7. I think 1.8 was, I think 1.8 was just an ocean monument. Yeah, that was like a really big deal. And then, I don't know, I feel like when they came with these other biomes, maybe people weren't as excited for new biomes. But I still like the idea of new biomes. Okay, this is all powder snow. Let's not put the doggy in the powder snow. Guess where there's snow layers, there's no powder snow. The rarest type, which is the rarest type being snowy. Is that actually a snowy one? Oh, frozen peak. It has to be actually over here. The rarest type is found here in the groves, being the snowy one. Okay, so now what's next? Old growth taiga. Old growth pine or spruce. Not birch. Pine. Okay. This is the black version. The black one's found here in the old pine growth. Pine spruce. What the? That's just an island? Oh, wow. Floating island. I always like those floating islands. Okay. So this is the spruce. Spruce. Not a very good looking one. Let's see if we can find some more of it. This will do. So the spruce ones have like the pointy trees. Christmas tree looking ones. Where the old growth spruce taiga produces the chestnut ones. Okay, we might have got all of them except for that last one. Let's try that last one again. It's tinking. Alrighty. 6,000, about 7,000. Let me go to the same spot. I think I'm underground. Oh, this one. This one might be better. Wooden, but there's no trees yet. Where's all the trees? A couple of trees. That's not what I really wanted. This is the most
Some of
pathetic.
the weirdest wood. These are some of the weirdest wooded badlands I've ever seen.
Pretty pathetic. Okay, we'll record this. The striped ones, which I think are the coolest, are found here in the wooded badlands. Okay, I think I got them all. Every dog type in every biome recorded. Swell. That is nice. Okay. Let's see. It's all recorded. And I'll just edit that down and that should be ready for the video. Probably Tuesday come out. hopefully I covered everything. If I miss anything, I'm sure somebody will comment. But I have been streaming for 4 hours. We'll find somebody to raid. Voice is a little bit tired, so I don't really want to continue streaming. I might stress it out. So join us in a raid. While I get that going, take that time to click on all my different social links there in the chat. See what I'm up to and all the other places, and drop me a follow on each of those. Pixels, they sound pretty exhausted. Yeah. Just a lot of talking. When you do like recording for like consistently kind of there for 4 hours, it does pile up. Alrighty. We'll be doing another raid for fellow Minecraft streamer. Let's raid Joe Hills. He's not raiding, or he's not streaming too often during my time, so while he is, let's go ahead and raid him. If you guys don't know Joe Hill, he's a longtime Minecraft player. He's been playing since the early days of Minecraft. He has a bunch of different series on his YouTube channel, including also his Hermitcraft survival series. He's currently working on a big project where he's trying to flood a big area. Let's see how that's all going. We'll be raiding Joe Hills very shortly. As always, when we do these raids, copy that raid message you see there in chat that Nate put in. Highlight it, Control V, then Control C, or I guess Control C, then Control V. I'll paste it to his chat. Then we're coming in with the Raidsworks raid, playing words with the word raid and raided. You guys also can throw in some of the emotes, such as the Twitch emotes, or the raid emotes, or my very own one. Thanks guys so much for tuning in. I really appreciate everybody, all the support. Everybody remember to use Amazon Prime or Twitch Prime each and every month. It really helps me out. I do stream every Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday at 2 p.m. Eastern Time. So my next stream will be tomorrow on Sunday. We'll be playing on my supporter server, so anyone who supports me can join in as we're playing in the Water World, having a lot of fun over there.